Okay, hello everybody. Brian here from quantlabs.net. I am showing you the new Interactive Brokers desktop app or software tool. Um, this was made me aware via an ad, and this is something to compete against with TradingView. If you know about OpenBB, this is in simulated mode. I'm going to give you a walking tour. This is to a live paper trading account. Well, paper trading account. So along here we have our watch list. We've got our orders. I've kind of played around with it. It's pretty good. You can see here we've got our 2 million plus simulated account with all the necessary details here. Let me just get rid of that. And it's pretty good. Now, when it's live, it's um, much more rich of extra features you won't normally see. You can see here we got the news along here, and it always goes back to either a pop-up or the website for Interactive Brokers. So here we can get access to our subscriptions, changing our password if we need it, blah blah blah. So you could get the idea here how this kind of works. Um, Now, in terms of Interactive Brokers, if you're new to it, you got to get permissions for a lot of different trading asset classes, all the necessary info about managing your account here, all your activity, performance, risk, all that's part of your overall account when it comes to Interactive Brokers or IBKRs. They're trying to become known as. So in here, as I said, we've got our positions, what's on our watch list. So we can right click, buy, sell, or we can do it right here manually. One thing I will say that this does not connect into your programming tools via the API. You have to still use the TWS Trader Workstation to do that. This is a standalone, simpler app for non-technical people. So as I said here, we have our buy, sell, quote, info. If you're doing options, Uh, there's the availability of info there. They have this thing called a lattice. Can't remember what it's called, but there's some interesting. Obviously, we're in demo mode, so we're not going to get great. Actually, yeah, they provide that here: the implied volatility, historical volatility, uh, the news on the stock that you may be watching, fundamentals, which can be important. I like to use fundamentals, all the necessary things that you could find in now pretty well priced, high priced monthly software like OpenBB. So this is now all included, which traditionally you pay a lot of money for in their fundamentals because this is a very popular way of people analyzing stocks, key ratios, so on. Dividends, another big one. Obviously, impact on social, ESG, financials for accounting wise. This is an important one for analysts. Here, I like this because it gives you a number of recommended buy, hold, outperform, and all that fun stuff, who it's from, and their target, which is important as well if you're a human trader. The problem is if you don't know what you're trying to trade, um, based upon the timing, that's the hard part for anybody trading in manually or discretionary. Um, but again, you get an idea who owns what. This is obviously Apple, all the big BlackRock, Vanguard, so on, social sentiment, all that. Short selling can also help as well. People are short selling. But this is very similar to what you would get in OpenBB. People who are lending out their Apple share portfolio. That's what started with Elon Musk, how he built his wealth. Got your technical analysis as well. Um, It's all here. I believe RSI is in there somewhere as well. You know, it's pretty good. Also, they do the same thing with the ETFs as well. Um, so I guess because it's in simulated mode, there's no data. Now, the thing is, when it comes to data, you can buy your data from from interactive brokers. I find it really limiting, but it looks like they've got quite a bit of trading view compatibility here, or cloning the features of interactive trading view. Now, trading view, obviously, you can trade via from trading view into interactive brokers with the TWS, the Trader Workstation. Again, that's only manual. I have a solution if you want to do automated. I'm just revamping it now. It seems to be working okay. Um, so I'm pretty happy with that. If you want to know more, just get in touch with me and we can talk and I can tell you more about it. There's some sophisticated screeners here. This can be very expensive information. So obviously, based upon a bunch of metrics, standard filter, um, but again, we're not going to get it as in simulated mode. As I said, you could pay a lot of money for that with other services, TradingView as well. But I just find TradingView is a lot more advanced. But looks like Interactive Brokers is trying to stay on top of this. I wish I could give you a real data, but again, simulated trading here. But just to give you an idea, so here we get our news. I believe you've got to subscribe to that. So here's all the news. Browse, read later. It's pretty sophisticated. Again, similar to TradingView. This I kind of like to tell you what's open out of all the different exchanges out there. I think Australia should be open. Um, yeah, so it starts at 9:59 their time. But yeah, so the sophisticate of the screener is pretty good. But again, you got to pay for the data. It can get pretty expensive as well if you're going to stick with 100% in only in interactive brokers. For trading itself, you find interactive brokers fairly low priced on the commission front. But you get the idea. It's a fairly sophisticated app for people that are non-technical. It has, as I said, all the necessary features you would expect in something like um, so again, you have the option chain, something similar to TradingView here. Uh, okay, let's continue along. So here, because this is a fairly early version of the software, they only have it available for Mac and Windows, no Linux version. I don't think they'll ever really develop for Linux, especially for newbies. But for programmers, it's still, I think, they're still getting updates on the TWS for the Linux version for the API programming. So overall, this is pretty good. All the different settings here as well. So yeah, uh, I'm just introducing this to you. Not going to go over the whole thing, but it's out pretty stable. I haven't run into any major problems with it. But again, it just adds more options available if you're sticking it out with interactive brokers. And I'm sure they're going to add in some new features specifically for futures and options traders. Right now, it's mostly for equity, but again, I have to really figure that one out. Um, Overall, I'd be pretty happy with this if you're not techie non programmer. So, just as I said, I just want to let you know about this, and if you want to know more, just go over to the quantlabs.net slash books to learn more and get yourself some free technical books as well for myself. Over and out. Thanks for watching.